Indiana Jones 5 is just around the corner. It's coming out next July, guys, and we have some set photos of Harrison Ford back in his costume. So what do we got here? This is the one that everybody's going to be showing you. It's him standing there with Kathleen Kennedy, it looks like, and the director, is that James Mangold? I can't tell. I don't think so. Isn't James Mangold a little bit younger? But there he is back in his signature costume, his hat, his fedora there. Does he look like an old man? Yeah, but whatever. You know what? He's 78 years old. At least they're underway now. This is a project that I think a lot of people were, well, is it going to be on or is it off? Who knows? But hey, you know what? He's there. He's shooting, so that's cool. You can't make out too much here, guys. It's not spoiling anything. It's not going to reveal much about the plot or what's going to happen. And you know what? He's walking down the street. That spoils the plot for some people, but not for me. But we're going to take a look at him. The main thing here is that, he's back. Harrison Ford is back. He's going to be facing off against Mads Mikkelsen in this movie. I think I've got a photo of him. No, I don't. But there he is. I think he looks good. The suit, the costuming still fits him. It fits him a lot. And somebody was even sweaty enough to look at his shoes. And is that Dave Filoni there in the background? Is that Filoni? Really? Huh. Interesting. Okay, so yeah. They were like, somebody was like, yeah, his shoes are the same. It's the same outfit for sure, guys. Okay, so where are all these photos coming from? I got them from a Twitter handle called IJ Adventure Outpost, which Indiana Jones Adventure Outpost. So if you want to see this guy's, go check out his Twitter, and he's got a lot more photos out there. If you are an Indiana Jones fan, you probably already are aware of it. So that's cool. That's where that comes from. And then there were some other photos on there that could be a little bit spoilers. It was just a stunt man on a motorcycle, and it looked like he had a mask of Harrison Ford at a younger age. So there's going to be some flashbacks in it. You know what? That's nothing new to this franchise. We've had flashbacks before, especially in Last Crusade. It started off with a big flashback. So, you know what? He's riding a motorcycle. No big deal. Maybe it is a big deal. Maybe that is a little bit of a spoiler. I don't know. He gets in a crash of some kind, and that'll explain why maybe he's got a limp or something like that. I don't know. You guys, we don't know anything about the story, so I don't really consider that much of a spoiler. I'm just more or less happy that it's shooting. It's underway. He's going to be facing off against Mads Mikkelsen, guys. So you know that's going to be hopefully cool. Mads Mikkelsen is like that signature go-to bad guy for a lot of people. So I'm looking forward to it. Now, the IMDb has this listed for a release date of July 29th, 2022. So yeah, it is a year away. Now, I don't know why it shows Spielberg there. Spielberg's not directing this. It's James Mangold. He did Logan, so you guys know that it's in good hands. Phoebe Waller-Bridge is also in this. The popularity is going up, so that's good news. That's good Indiana Jones news. What do you think about some of these pictures? Let me know in the comments below, and we'll talk about it. The Munsters film is in works from Rob Zombie. Okay, guys, so he's been trying to make this film forever, and he finally has gotten his hands on it. He went to his social media, Rob Zombie, there you go, The Munsters. So his little caption said, "Attention boils and ghouls, the rumors are true. The next film project will be the one I've been chasing for 20 years, The Munsters. Stay tuned for more exciting details as things progress." Now, guys, The Munsters, Rob Zombie. He's hit and miss. He's hit and miss because he's good if he has producers on him. Like, if he's got to take notes and take direction from the studio. Because I actually liked his version of Halloween. But he had a lot of studio interference with that. And he had to edit out a lot of stuff. But when he's free reign, like 31 or 3 from Hell, it becomes weighted. He's got this real thing about him where he likes to give these long-winded speeches about trying to teach somebody about life before they kill them. It's like he's got this thing, and it's just like, guy, it's tired. I don't want to listen to a guy talk for 2 minutes about some reason why he's going to kill him, and that's what Rob Zombie has become. So if he gets a studio behind him that is going to like rein and marshal that stuff in, the Munsters can be good, right? It could be potentially good. But who's going to be in the cast? I mean, obviously, you know, Sherry Moon Zombie's going to be in there. I think he tried to make this before, and Lily's probably Lily, right? Or one of them. I don't know. Maybe she'll play the wife. I don't even know the names of the characters. The Munsters. What do you think? What else does this coming soon article here have? The Munsters is a classic television series that aired. Yeah, we don't need to know that. Oh yeah. Multiverse previously reported that the film will star Jeff Daniel Phillips as Herman Munster. Really? Okay. And Sherry Moon Zombie as Lily. So he tried to get this off the ground before. So who is this Jeff Daniel Phillips? Do we have a picture of him? Okay, yeah. Okay, so you guys can't see that too well right there. Let's see if I can move that over a little bit. No, I can't. That's a bummer. But there he is right there, guys. That's the guy that he wanted to have play Herman Munster. I don't know. The Rob Zombie's The Munsters. That's pretty much the way that story goes, guys. It's not much. He just announced it. I'll let you know more as I learn it. What did you think? Let me know in the comment section below. Okay. Let's talk about how this channel is going and why I'm having all these mess ups with OBS today. Okay, guys, this is how it's going to go. I'm working with OBS now, which means that I have to learn a whole new skill set. I have to figure out how to put on filters in the microphone for live streams. I've got it all programmed into my keyboard, but I still have to remember and memorize where all these buttons do and what they do. So it's all programmed. Eventually, maybe I'll just run through some rehearsals tonight and just really try to refine my buttons, because it should be working, and that's what I'm working for. So here's what's happening. I'm flying blind right now. I'm flying without any control over what I see on YouTube. I'm hoping that it's going all fine. I won't know until I finish. So there's some advantages and disadvantages that I want to go over with you guys about doing the live streams, and why I'm really trying to push for it. Because basically, we have to break down what are the productions. Let's talk about the productions. A YouTube video has some pre-production, just like a movie. It has the actual production, and then has post-production. Okay, so what's in the pre-production? The pre-production is looking online, finding the stories, getting the graphics, like all the images that I want to show on the side, and then it's putting it all together, doing all the metadata, writing the descriptions, or some people do that in post. But then it's getting everything set up, the camera, getting in front of the camera is the production. So we move into the production, and hopefully all that moves smoothly, and then you either have all of your products, all of your materials done at the end, where you have your footage and you can edit it on your online, or you can edit it on your editing software at home, and that's post-production. So post-production for most people is getting all the materials, editing, rendering, and then posting. So that's 3 things in post-production right there, and those can take anywhere from an hour to 3 hours, really, if you want to do it well. If you want to do YouTube well, you got to expect 3 hours in post, editing, rendering, and posting. And posting is not just putting it up online with a blank description. That's lazy. That's not playing the YouTube game. You got to figure out the metadata, which means that you got to figure out the tags, keyword phrases, things that you're going to be talking about. You hear me say movie news a lot, so that's a key phrase that I identify with the channel. So that's something that I try to put in the description and the tags and stuff like that. So that's what's in post. Now, streaming. What are the advantages of streaming? It cuts all of that stuff out. All of that stuff moves from post into pre-production. And that's really where I want to go, because I don't want to spend all the time in pre-production, getting all the video materials ready, shooting, and then spend another 3 hours editing, when I can just get it all done in pre-production and then post it to you guys, and then you guys can watch it. So there are some trade-offs, though, with doing the streaming, and I'll tell you what it is. You can see what it is. The quality is not as good. It's in 720 because my computer is no good. It's not something that can render 4K and stream at the same time. It's not something that can do 1080p and stream at the same time. I've negotiated my settings. I'm going to tweak them a little bit here and there. It's going to get a little bit better, but that's why I'm zoomed in now, because the lens just can't handle that much processing when it's zoomed out. And it's going to be a bummer now that it's summer, because it's hot and you're going to see sweat. But you know what? I can edit those out on the live stream after it renders. So I can, every now and then when I do mess up, and when I do a story like that and I screw up the start because I can't figure out what buttons to press, I can edit that out. And then it'll be something that only live streamers get to see, are the pitfalls of it. So that's something cool. And of course, I do my due diligence with the meta tags anyway. So writing out the descriptions and getting all the tags beforehand really makes things easier for me. And that's a trade-off. The 720 is going to be what you're going to get for the movie news shows. I haven't decided yet if the trailer reactions are going to go that way. I still think I may want to put it on and give you 1080 quality. But if I can give you a 720 quality and have it somewhat look okay like this, I'll show you the template for the YouTube. So the YouTube box would be right there. And that's where it would be if you guys were watching it live. And I'd have the sound mixed all properly and figured out beforehand. So that's the way it would be. And I think that's the best way that I can get out content to you on a more consistent basis, and I can get it out to you on a faster basis. Now, one last thing we have to talk about. Guys, there's going to be days where I'm not going to feel 100%, where I'm not going to be able to get in front of the camera. And that's why I try to do things like the retro trailer reactions and the movie reviews and the vlog, which are not doing so well right now. The channel's not big enough for that stuff, but it will be eventually. And that's why I want to still continue to do it and try to refine it so that when it does get big enough, I'm not giving you guys garbage right away for that stuff. It's called evergreen material. That material doesn't matter when you watch it, right? A retro trailer reaction is from a movie from the 80s, 90s, something that's been out for a long time, and somebody wants to search for it, is going to be out there. That's something that it can be on a day where I am not going to be 100%. And a day like today, I'm going to get my second vaccination shot. I don't have a lot of time to put into the pre-production to get a lot of stories out. That's why we only did 2 today. So there has to be some measures in there for me to say, okay, I can't do it every day. Here's something else. And that's the way we're going to have to play it. And the live stream will be every day, hopefully between 12 and 12:30 p.m. movie news. That's where it'll be. All right, guys, that's it for today. What did you think about those 2 news stories? I think they're pretty cool. Let me know in the comments below what you thought, and we'll talk about it. All right, let's see if these buttons work today.